That said, will you be my girlfriend?
I gotta ask a question. Okay, so like when he first asked you, right? Were you thinking you were gonna marry him?
So we just stopped at Chick-Fil-A and we got all of our food, guys. We went in, okay? We got so much food. And at first I was like, what'd you guys order? And they said what they ordered. They ordered like one thing. We were like, me and Mel ordered like 30 things. So you guys can go in if you want.
You're trying to be courteous.
Yeah. Because they forgot their cards, but
we didn't know if you had a rack to spin or maybe we had a budget, okay?
It's like, no, order. I was like, get whatever you want. Get whatever you want.
But we ended up getting smoothies, so, I mean shakes.
Shakes.
We got a lot of food.
Hello guys, we're taking over their channel.
Y'all, we ordered so much food.
I know. Wait, what did you guys order?
I ordered the 4-count chicken strips, fries, a Diet Coke, and a sandwich, the Chick-fil-A sandwich, as my appetizer.
You're like, and then we're having wine, chestnuts, and cheese. Keep going.
I got number 2 spicy chicken combo, of course, with the 8-count of the nuggets on the side. Something light.
I did spicy deluxe, add bacon, please. Fries, of course, and a light lemonade and Arnold Palmer.
Wait, they have is that like a diet lemonade? Yeah. I didn't know they had that.
Yes.
I got a Chick-fil-A sandwich, add bacon, Arnold Palmer, you feel me, fries. I'm about to get some sauce with it too to make it.
Y'all just got one sandwich?
I'm gonna get
I was like, Mel and I went in. You guys got meals though, right? Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah.
Fries.
Oh wait, Mel has another bag. What's in that bag, babe?
Yeah, where
we
got
a bag just for sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the sauce bag. So I got chicken strips. We all told you guys our orders.
Chicken strips?
Did you eat my fries? Whose fries are these?
I think I ate those. We could trade.
I was like, who ate my fries?
I was hungry.
There you go. Oh, and they all got Oreo. I didn't get an Oreo shake, but they did.
Dessert.
It's dessert.
Dessert?
That's dessert.
Me and Mel say dessert. Dessert?
Dessert?
That little accent.
Dessert?
So cute.
Dessert?
Dessert.
You want the Chick-fil-A?
No, I ain't never seen a sandwich like this. I'm about to put the fry in. You feel me?
Always got
In the
the fries
sandwich?
on
The sauce on top. What do we call it?
Yeah, so I got fries, sandwich. Almost fell. Strip. So you guys definitely need to go onto their page because they pranked the fuck out of me, okay?
Always trying to act like you. Like,
Can you stop?
no, it's just like you're embarrassing. You're embarrassing.
What took so long?
So just go ahead and watch that video, but they walked in the house. Mel was out getting the car washed, so I was home alone. And they walk in and they just both had an attitude. Like they were both arguing in front of me. And we're like not that close yet. Like we haven't hung out a bunch of times, like just like once or twice. So I didn't feel comfortable enough to, you know, like get in their business and say something. But Justice was being such an asshole. I'm gonna put on the screen what I texted Mel. And I like texted Mel, I'm like, babe, I don't know like what's going on, but Justice being an asshole. Like all that stuff. And then finally it hit me. I looked, the camera was propped up the whole time. I even looked into the camera.
Not even hit him.
No, not even hit him. The camera's propped up the whole time. And I go, I think we have the same camera. Is this the Canon M50? Like, I literally look at the camera propped up.
They got so lucky it was Nas because he's so oblivious.
I'm very oblivious.
Like, how do you look at a propped up
but
camera?
You got it. Aren't you proud of me, though, that I knew they were kidding, though? Like, they were pranking me? I literally stopped and I go, hold up. This is a prank.
The funny thing is, though, the whole time, Nas is trying to save Kayla from me, like, going
Yes, I felt so bad for Kayla. Literally, I'm like, hey, Kayla, want to come help me pick out a purse?
Oh, here's Nala, like, every like trying to get me away.
I was like, I know what she's doing, but I was like trying so hard not to laugh because I was going to start laughing. Like,
there was times where I like was smirking and I'm like, think of something terrible.
I didn't catch you guys laughing at all.
And when you were in the room, we were like this. We were like.
I was like,
yeah, because I went into my room to change, but they thought I was hiding from them. But I was like actually changing. But I texted Mel when I was in there. I was like, babe, they're fighting. And Mel goes, oh God, about what? I went onto Instagram and I asked you guys to send us some questions on relationships just so we had something to talk about while we were eating. So you guys sent a bunch of questions. We have literally a million. So wait, how long have you guys been dating? You two?
2 years in October.
Yeah, so we're both been together for about 2 years.
At least 2 years, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll say 2 years.
But y'all married.
Yeah.
Y'all on another
But
freaky.
y'all planning on
So we
it
can
too.
give y'all
Yeah.
a different perspective.
That is true.
But they're like different than the average couple because they're like
speaking of,
actually like planning on
I got
marriage.
an idea for a podcast.
Oh.
This will be off camera, but
So this first question on here is actually from Mel's little sister. The first
Shout out
question
Kavari.
was Mel's little sister. And my sister-in-law, what's something important that all relationships need?
You guys want to go first?
Just I think the biggest one is communication. 100%.
That's a good one.
If you don't have communication, you don't have a relationship, period.
I think the biggest one is trust.
I feel like the biggest one is just being okay with you messing up. And
Yeah,
like,
forgiveness.
Mhm.
pretty much.
Also, like letting the other person be themselves.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people get in a relationship and they want the other person to change for them. You kind of have to let them be who they are
Yeah.
in order for them to continue to like love themselves.
I feel like in our relationship, the biggest thing is just letting her mess up because we're so young and like she's still becoming the woman that she wants to be. So I have to let her fall and let her build herself. Like if she gets mad about something, whether it's anything, I'm like, babe, I got you. If you need anything, if you want to talk about it, but I have to let her go through that process. And I feel like not messing up the process is rule number one in a relationship.
I never feel like there's a situation where I have to ask Nas like permission.
Oh yeah.
for
Mel has
anything. Like,
never
I don't-
asked me for
I'm
permission.
never
or
like, you care
anything.
if I go out with the guy.
Literally, you did it once, and I was like, why the fuck are you asking me, you weirdo? Like, I was weirded out that he asked me for permission. I was like, I'm not your mother.
Always date the person that you met. Like, I hate when people get with somebody and they're like, I don't like this. And, you know, like,
And, like, they're not
you
for
met
you.
that person, you liked them enough to start dating them in that instance. Let them be them.
Next question. What do you guys consider the talking stage, and what are your thoughts on it? You guys answer first, since we answered the other
I
one.
feel like the talking stage is when you haven't communicated that you guys are exclusive yet. Like you're getting to know each other. You guys haven't said like we're boyfriend girlfriend.
Yeah.
To me, that's what the talking stage is. What about
For
you?
me, the talking stage is when y'all talking and y'all not a thing yet.
Yeah.
Like, if you're talking and y'all not talking about like y'all future or y'all really boyfriend and girlfriend,
Yeah.
then y'all just talking, bro. Keep it 100.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
I've never liked the talking stage. Ever since I was younger, I thought it was the stupidest thing.
Why don't you like it?
No.
Are y'all together, or are y'all not?
No, but you need
You
a talking
can't-
stage to get to know somebody.
That's called dating.
And you don't meet somebody the first day and marry them. Like, there's no talking stage.
But y'all are faithful to each other?
There's no difference in the talk. Like, you go.
If you're faithful to each other, then y'all are dating.
Talking stage to me is people who want to have their cake and eat it too. They want to have their person, but then they want to go out and talk to other people, which is fine.
That's because you just used to mess with players. The talking stage is really when you meet a girl.
Maybe.
You get to know her. You know her personality. You find out if you're compatible before you start dating, because nobody wants to go through a breakup with somebody that wasn't really compatible for them in the first place.
How long do you talk then?
Until y'all both ready, I feel like.
No more than a few months. Anything
Yeah.
more than that, he playing.
How long did you guys take before?
That was
Yeah.
our, like, we kind of just considered, we're like, so we boyfriend, girlfriend. I don't know, like, it was weird. We didn't have a date where, and then it was funny because, like, we started dating, like, around March, April, and it was June, and I was like, I literally looked at Mel and I'm like, you never asked me to be your girlfriend. But then
Will
he's
you-
like, are you serious? Like, clearly we're together, but just to make me happy, like, he went and got me an edible arrangement that said, will you be my
I
girlfriend
gotta
and
ask a
stuff?
question. Okay, so like when he first asked you, right? Were you thinking you were gonna marry him? Really? That's interesting.
No, not right away.
That's
I
interesting.
I was too old.
No, Mel was literally, when he was caking me, he was telling me like he was gonna marry. Like Mel would get really drunk at the club and he'd come up to me.
I'm
That
gonna
would give him
marry you,
confidence.
And I'm gonna take you to Paris. That's
He'd
what I
be
said.
like, he'd like
Hey.
grab my hand. His mom told me that he like came home and like showed her a picture of me, and he's like, this is gonna be my future wife one day, mom. And they're like, she's like, okay.
He was ready.
Yeah, I was telling everybody.
Yeah, all of his friends tell me too. Like Mel was trying to say that you were his wife.
'Cause I'm resilient.
Yeah, that's what that really attracted me about Mel is
Confident.
that he was very confident. A lot of guys don't have that for
Yeah, I
real.
love
The way
that.
I met
He's very
Kayla, I
confident.
pretty much just like slid in her DMs, and then like we seen
I
each other.
slid.
They
Okay,
both
so
worked.
slid.
They both worked at the same mall.
Yeah, we did work at the same mall, and then it just kind of happened. But the thing about me dating Kayla, we like the crazy thing is we weren't like, we were talking, but we were going on trips. Like we
Yeah,
went to
we
Arizona.
went on a trip like 2 weeks after we met.
Yeah.
A road trip.
What?
Like we were just like.
And
That's
you guys
In it.
shared a hotel room.
Yes.
Slept next to each other when you were
Yes.
talking.
That's how you
Yes.
know y'all was meant to be though.
Yeah.
Because you can't travel with everybody.
But then, in that stage, you still like you just met a person. Like they still have their baggage, right?
Yeah.
So I still
I
have
was like
mine.
getting out of like old
Yeah.
shit.
So that's how you
and-
know
too.
y'all. That's how you know y'all's energies was right.
But I
there.
was so out of it, like I was out of it, but I was getting out of it.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Here's one. Okay. Just for fun, what are your horoscopes and are they compatible?
Oh.
We love talking about like zodiac. I'm a Sagittarius. Mel's a Scorpio. I think when I looked it up, I did look it up. We weren't like we weren't
She was about to
super.
straight lie and act like she ain't look it up.
No, I did. We weren't like super compatible. My best compatibility is a Aries, but we weren't like not like complete opposites.
Yeah.
We're very like middle ground.
Yeah.
Us
You weren't
two.
doomed.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. I don't know too much about that, but Kayla,
Yeah. So I'm a Taurus and he's a Pisces, so we're basically like perfect. For
have you ever heard
I
YG
would say
song?
Pisces is one of my favorite
Yeah,
signs.
I'm a Pisces.
She's a
a
Taurus. I
Taurus.
don't know. the next-
Yeah.
By
That's an
YG.
actual song.
YG.
YG.
So you guys were meant to be.
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't care about them
Me
signs.
either. He be G.
Mel
like
acts
to, like-
super his sign. He's very Scorpio. Who said I love you first and when was it? You
gotta
guys.
go first.
No, you guys go first.
Okay.
Okay.
We got this
So,
Can I? Nah, you explain it, baby.
okay. So the first time that we said I love you, we were at Disneyland actually, and we had just gotten off of, was it California Screamin'?
Yep.
We got off California Adventures, but we got off California Screamin', and like I had the rush, like the adrenaline rush of the roller coaster, and I just felt like sick to my stomach all of a sudden, and I was like,
Yeah.
like I don't know, I felt like I was in a different world, and I was just like, he saw the look on my face. He was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I love you," and he was like, "I love you too," but like he said he could see like in my face.
She started crying.
like I looked sick though. he
She
said.
looked sick. Like she was like. I was like, damn, did I propose? Like she literally. Like,
How long were you guys dating?
literally like months.
Months.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel
Not
like
even
Kayla and I, we base like everything we do is off intuition, and like that kind of is the best thing to me.
Yeah.
Like
I think we just knew.
we just
like,
knew, bro.
It was like home with one another.
Anything like I do now, I'm like, she's a
How can we be
fucking woman.
feeling this, babe?
Y'all cute, y'all married.
Yeah,
y'all,
y'all went up.
We're the
Y'all-
old,
y'all-
dried up married
Yeah, we're
couple.
the old married couple.
Nah, y'all
the
just getting
fresh,
started.
Yeah.
Y'all just getting started, and y'all about to go to like a whole nother like level. Cause
Yeah.
you're like now it's like real, so it's like you're gonna really be loose and just
Yeah,
love.
'cause
Yeah.
now we really a partnership.
Yeah,
right?
y'all
Uh-huh.
it's different.
I guess
That's
forever.
amazing.
No rush. You gotta y'all together.
Yeah, like
I said I love you first
I'm-
too. It's
Oh
funny
my
how both the
God.
girls said I love you
'Cause we're
first.
very
Because
like-
Well, I said it first
y'all
on
are
accident,
fucking
though.
pussies.
Let me tell the story.
Men
Let me
are
tell the
pussies.
What?
Let me
Y'all
tell
are
the story.
pussies.
So
Okay,
look,
I ain't gonna lie.
the hardest thing
She's
for
not gonna lie.
the hardest thing for a man to do is say I love you first, because we don't know if you're gonna say it back. And girls is the type that like, I don't know, dudes is stupid. We might say it back even if we don't mean it, just because we like caught off guard. So I know if a girl is not gonna do that. She's either gonna say it if she means it or not say it at all.
Facts.
So we was on the phone talking. It was before I was about to go into the club with my friends. We've been dating
Yeah, I
for a
was just on
couple
the
months.
phone, yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I'm about to go in. And like when I hang up the phone with anybody, I say, all right, love you. Like my mom, dad, sister, everybody. So I was like, all right, love you. Oop.
No, then he goes, and I whoop. Like I swear, he literally
And then,
said,
and then it was like a silent. It was like a silence. And then she was like, okay, bye. And
because
then
I
hung
was
up.
mad. Dead ass. I felt bad because I knew you said it by accident. Because I know, like when you say like "bye, I love you," like it comes out natural. So
Yeah.
I felt bad. So I played it off too. I was like, "Okay, bye," like and I just hung up. But then
then
I was
but then
like, then I was upset because I'm like, he really said I love you over the phone.
But then like a
Over
couple
the
weeks.
Wait, what's wrong with that?
Cause we like, he was coming home to me that night. Like I was gonna see you. It's one thing if we like lived on
No, I
opposite
wasn't
sides of the
coming
country.
home to you that night.
Yeah, my apartment was by campus. You were for sure coming over.
Oh well. Then a couple like days or maybe a week later, we was just cuddling, and then she said it first, like for real. Like she was just looking me in my eyes, and she was like, "I love you," and I was like,
What was y'all doing?
I started crying
like
too.
for me, it was
I
just
cried.
cool. Like we was just in bed,
Me and
and then
Kayla
y'all
live
just-
in movies.
I know.
and so I'm like, all right.
Wait,
So
y'all
I'm like,
just in bed and chilling?
Shut up.
Oh, okay. I just make sure.
we was in bed, and she said it, and I'm like, I love you too. And then all I hear is like,
Shut up.
just like Kayla, I hear,
You cried too?
I'm like,
y'all need to sit together.
I'm like, are you
What's-
crying? I was like,
live
are
in-
you
me
crying?
and
I literally
Kayla
had
live in
the
a movie.
biggest smile on my face. I'm like, are you crying right now? And she was like, I just love you.
Do you know what?
Like,
Do you know what
tears
else
coming out her eyes.
though? Do you know what else though about me saying I love you first? I knew you loved me. That's the thing. Like I knew in my soul like you wanted to tell me.
Yeah.
And like I knew he wanted to tell me he loved me, but I guess you were like too scared to say it. And I ain't no pussy, so I said it first.
I wasn't scared.
But
I
the
don't
only
know.
reason I said it was because I knew you loved me. Like, I could feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was-
You
Even though
can
you-
feel it. You can feel
Yeah,
it.
you
I
can
felt
feel
it
it. I
too.
was like, he loves me. He just doesn't like know when to, how to
Got
say
spicy.
it. Here's another one. How often do you guys argue, and how do you resolve the conflict?
You want me to answer that?
So I feel like
Oh.
we don't argue, but we bicker. Like,
I was just about to say exactly those two words.
Yeah,
Argue.
We
Like,
It's
haven't
not
fought
arguing,
like that
it's
in
bickering.
years.
yeah,
Not years, but like in a long time.
In the beginning, like, yeah, we had
Yeah.
few arguments, but it's like we bicker, like we get irritated of each other, so we don't like.
Yeah. When you spend so much time with
Yeah.
one person, it's like
Yeah.
it's like when you used to go over your cousin's house or your family's house for a weekend sleepover.
Yeah,
By
of
Sunday,
course.
you'd be like, "Take me the fuck
done.
home!" Like, I am
Get me
tired of
out.
these. I'm tired of my cousins. I'm tired of my aunts. I just want to go home.
Yup.
Like, when you with one person all the time, like they just get annoying.
I think like what I noticed, like what we argue about is usually creative stuff. We're always like, what can we do right now, and this and that, trying to figure out something to do. Then we end up arguing because like she
Yeah.
might not feel like it, but I do.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
or it's like I wanted to do it this way, and like I had to realize like I gotta compromise. Like just because I want to do it my way doesn't mean it's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
right.
like
It's also
he has a
different.
vision, you know,
Yeah.
and like
I'm
I
trying to
don't
stick
see
to
that
that, yeah.
vision. Like
yeah,
he
I
sees
mean, you guys
it.
share channels, so it's different. So we
Yeah.
can't really relate in that way
Yeah,
because
'cause I'm just like,
ultimately it's
whatever you
kind of
wanna
like,
do,
yeah,
it's
what
up
I
to
want to
you.
do because it's like my channel.
Right.
But we've had arguments like you're editing my video and I come and look at your foot, like what you've done, and
I
I'm
hate
like,
when she looks
and I'm
over
like,
my
I don't
shoulder
like
when
it.
I'm editing. Like,
But with the whole like arguing thing, it definitely was a lot worse when we first started dating because when we first started dating, like breaking up is more in the picture. I feel like now that you're this deep, you don't really think about
we never like
breaking
when
up
we
is
used to
not your
argue
first
back in the
instinct.
day.
No,
When we
So-
used to argue when we first started dating, it always be like, "I'm done with you. This is over."
Yeah.
da, da, da." Now we wouldn't dare
No.
say that.
Yeah.
Like no matter
y'all
how
married
mad.
now.
Yeah.
Duh.
Well, I mean, even if we weren't, even before we got married, like no matter how mad
So
we
how do
get,
we split up the
we
kids?
just split up. Like we just walk away. Like we're not breaking up.
Yeah, this guy just probably right next to us with his music
I think it's the
blasting.
person behind us.
Oh.
Hold on, I'm gonna go tell him.
That's okay. It's
Sure.
fine.
Like caged you in.
Justin really about to go tell him.
I mean, shit, we trying to get
got a
this
little-
business.
But I said, how do you guys resolve it? I think ultimately you guys just have to think, what is the point of this argument?
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
me and
the
Mel-
biggest thing. It's
We
like
were
it's-
arguing over dumb shit. Like Mel the
Yeah.
other day, he pissed me off because he went to go turn on the fill up a pot of. He went to go fill
boil
up a
water.
pot to boil water.
And
But
I
he
turned
turns-
on the burner
He
before I
turns
filled
the
up
burner, so
pot.
we have an open flame, and then he goes to grab the pan and like start filling it up. I'm like, why wouldn't you just wait to put the pan on the stovetop and then turn on the burner? Why do you
Yeah.
like? Please
like
tell
a
me that's
pet
stupid.
peeve.
Like most of our
Like, I'm just like-
arguments just come from stupid like.
Yeah.
And then
petty
he likes to
stuff,
argue
like,
with me. Like Mel's very petty. I've learned that about him.
I'm
like he'll
not.
go out
I
of
just
his
like
way.
the last word.
Yeah,
don't
like, you
come at me.
love-
Oh, him too.
Yeah.
He loves
But like,
last
but like
words.
she'll see something like say I washed the dishes, but I left them on the dryer rack, didn't put it up. She'll come find me wherever I'm at and be like, "So you didn't want to put the dishes up instead of just putting them
You
up?"
know what's crazy?
herself, you know
It
what I
doesn't
mean?
change from when you leave home. Like your parents would do the same thing.
Exactly.
Why you didn't put your stuff away? It's crazy. Like I would think like, it's chill. I ain't eating those.
I got a lot.
I'll eat
Why
some.
don't women eat their fries?
I'll eat some, babe.
I'm good.
Because they're trying to be skinny.
Fries.
But me and Kayla are both like, we try really hard to be skinny life, but we love food at the same time.
Love food. I just spit out my freaking.
This is a good one since you're Latina.
I'm Latina.
Wait, are you?
Clearly not.
No.
Are you like black and white or
I'm a little bit of everything.
really?
She's like black Irish. What are you?
Black, Irish, Mexican, white.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. But someone asked, have y'all adapted to each other's cultures being in a relationship so long?
Shit, I love
Yeah.
the Middle Eastern culture. I ain't gonna lie to you.
The
Mel
food
is
is bomb.
Persian.
The food is
Yeah.
That's
crazy
all I
good.
know. 'Cause you
I ain't gonna
take
say I
me-
love the
love-
culture because then somebody might call me out on something I don't know
Like,
about.
what you know?
But what I've been introduced to so far, I love the culture. Like I love being at her her parents' house, because Mama and Baba just, their hospitality is through the roof.
What about you, Nas? Do you like the macaroni and cheese?
She loved Thanksgiving. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Ooh.
I never had soul food until I started dating
Her
Mel.
first Thanksgiving was with my family.
My family doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving,
Oh,
really.
wow.
And if we did, like, we would have a dinner, but we'd have Persian food.
Her and Yasmin was going crazy.
Yeah, we're like, we're at a real ass Thanksgiving.
Yeah, because that's like my personal, like my intermediate family, our favorite holiday is Thanksgiving.
I think for
we
us,
go crazy.
I think for us, like, well, Kayla's house, like,
So my mom's German
Yes.
and my
Uh-huh.
dad's from Panama. So like my dad's family, they all kind of live like away.
yeah.
So he hasn't really gotten a taste of like
Yeah.
their
I mean,
food,
one
but
time-
in Miami, Cuban food is very like
First of
similar
all,
to
the
Panamanian
first time I
food.
went to her house for Thanksgiving, they had food, but it was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty good. But it wasn't like what I'm used to.
Yeah.
But when she comes to my house, my dad throws down mac
Yeah.
and cheese, turkey, all of that. Like,
Yeah.
you gonna go
I
home
love
full.
his food.
And
but
then
like,
we have like a dinner. Like, my family has a dinner, like a vibe. Like, everybody goes to this dinner.
Y'all just, it's like dinner on a regular
Yeah,
day.
dinner
House, yeah,
on a
our house.
regular type of
Yeah.
vibe. Yeah.
This one doesn't really have to do with us two, but it's just a general question. How old do you think is too young to date? It's a good one.
How old is too young to date?
If you would have asked me when I was in high school, I would have had a different answer than me.
I think
as
honestly,
an
once
adult.
you're out of high school,
Yeah.
there's no
honestly,
point in dating in
in
high school.
I mean, some people are married to the people they date in high school.
That's true. I
True.
know a lot of people
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
very true.
That's true, but yeah. I'd say there's no point in stressing over relationships. In high
Yeah.
school.
But
If you
that's
can
hard.
find like a high school sweetheart, then do that. But if you're like stressing yourself to
Getting
where
in the
you're
way of your
depressed,
academics.
you can't do your
Drama.
schoolwork, you're sad all the time, like it's not worth it in high school.
I mean, this guy I was talking to in high school would literally like get mad at me for going to like a party or a kickback.
Right,
There's
like,
no
That's even
reason.
after high school.
Yeah, but there's no reason for a 16-year-old girl to not be able to go to a party.
Yeah.
Okay,
that her
that's
parents are allowing her to go.
yeah.
to.
No, sis. Like, if your parents are letting you do certain things and your boyfriend won't, cut him off. Okay.
Would you say like my mom said I could go?
My mom said I could
Like
go.
like
Like when he said no.
yeah, when he said
No,
no.
no,
my
like
first-
he wouldn't say like don't go. He'd just be like
Get
out of
mad.
respect of our relationship, you shouldn't be at a party without me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
That's
you-
I ain't
ugly.
gonna lie though.
There's
I
no
was like
reason
that
a
in high
16
school though.
Yeah, because y'all are young-minded. But now looking back on it, like if I had a little sister and she told me that, I'd be like, girl, what?
In high school, I'd be like, "What
Yeah.
you going to a party for?" I was a different type of dude. In high
Yeah,
school.
Mel tells me how he was when he was younger. I'm like, we would not have continued. I think me and Mel started
But I think
dating.
it's because when I was in high school, I was more of a savage. So I didn't trust other girls because I knew what I was about.
Yeah, Mel always tells me if we would have met any other time, we would have not ended up
It
together.
didn't work.
Yeah, I met
Yeah.
Justice at the perfect time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was
mean,
kind of wild, so
Timing really does have to do a lot with it,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. 'cause
and it's crazy because like I feel like we had mutual friends. We knew
The
of each
funny
other.
thing is,
I
Mhm.
never.
when I
That's
saw
how ours
Kayla,
But,
I knew
You had
I
mutual
wanted to
friends?
date her. Like, when I saw Kayla, I wanted to date her, but I was like, it's not the right time.
yeah,
Like,
And
I
it
saw her.
wasn't.
A
you
couple
have to be in the right time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like,
This one's a good question. Was it difficult to let yourself be vulnerable with one another, or did it come naturally?
vulnerable in what way? Like comfortable or like opening up?
Like farting.
I've never
That's what you're
farted.
talking about? Yeah,
I've
that's what
never
I'm trying to
farted in front of
figure
Mel.
Are you serious?
I've never.
Do it now. No, I'm
She
kidding.
does. She do be farting. It don't be loud.
It don't be like a-
It
it's
be
like a
silent joints. And
I
she-
don't fart in front of you.
It be-
oh, we be having
Oh, we-
farting battles.
We be like this, and then she'll hit
Bro,
the wall.
Cozy farts enough for like the whole
But
house.
yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
I feel like she be blaming on Cozy though.
No,
Like she do it herself and then she be like, Cozy.
You never
I'm
know.
like, babe, I
a
know
human-
that. I know
my
that
fart
was
versus
you.
Cozy's fart is a whole different ball game. Mel tells me I do it in my sleep.
Oh,
I mean, I feel like everybody does.
Everybody farts. If you're
Everybody
not
farts.
farting, then I don't know what's wrong with
I
you.
don't fart.
It's your
I'm a
system.
lady. You
When
guys
we're
want
in
to
the
know the
bathroom, it's
secret
kinda
to a
off
long
limits for us.
marriage, a long happy marriage? Different bathrooms. We don't have the same bathroom.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
that's
true. No,
something-
that's
yeah,
true.
I
That's
agree.
true. That's
Yeah,
true.
I use the spare bathroom.
Wherever we stay, I'm like, babe, they have another restroom.
Yeah,
Clutch. You
yeah.
just get ready. I ain't gotta worry about
Yeah.
it.
We completely missed this question. Like, how was it being vulnerable?
What was the
to
question
somebody?
again?
It was like, how did being vulnerable come naturally? See, it's kind of different because Mel's a very closed off person. I am an open book. Literally, I could just meet you right now and I'll tell you my life story and I'll be like, you don't have to think about you don't have to guess how I'm feeling. You'll know how I feel, because I'm super talkative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mel's someone still to this day after we're fucking married. It's like he's like a rock and I have like a hammer and I have to like chip away at it to like get to the middle, see what he's feeling.
Shit, at least you're honest about that. Some people
Yeah,
like,
I think
oh,
it's
no.
I think it for real. Honestly, I think it's just a mental problem for me. I just don't open up. communicate. Really
I ain't gonna
well.
lie. The way I grew up, I was the same way because my dad was like that. He don't open up to
That's
me.
what
Yeah,
his dad is.
my dad at work has no work friends.
My dad, my dad
He's
is
like-
that way.
So
My
I'm
dad
like,
comes home.
My
goes straight
dad is
upstairs.
friends with
Yeah.
everyone. He probably knows the owner of this Wiener Schnitzel
Yeah,
right
my
here. I
dad,
swear.
my
knows
dad
everybody.
was the complete opposite. Like he was like,
So
I
it
go
was
to
hard
work
for us
to
at
work.
first.
You know what I mean?
It was really hard for us at the beginning of the relationship because I'm not used to that. I'm used to people being like, my family's all super open and talkative, and Mel just very quiet.
I ain't
And that
gonna
used to
lie.
really bother me
like,
at the beginning.
I think the women are always open. Like Kayla,
Yeah.
she'll be like, "Mom, Justin and I did this. He hit the car. He hit the curb and did." I'm like, I would never tell my
'Cause,
parents I
like,
fucked the car up.
Yeah, because like my mom will just be like mad at it for 2 seconds, she'll be over it.
On Twitter, people almost romanticize the idea of cutting people off, and I hate that shit.
Such a
hate,
lie.
I'm
They're
not
yeah,
like
I
that,
hate.
bro.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I'm
hate
not
this
like
new
that.
stigma. Like I peep shit and I fall back. I have no problem cutting
Yeah,
people
like,
off.
what?
Everybody says they peep
Move in
shit. I'm like,
silence.
y'all don't.
I think this is a question that a lot of people maybe think of. Do you care about your significant other's body count?
We've never even talked about that, I don't think.
I always told Nas like, don't tell me. I don't want to know. I never wanted to know. I don't care.
I told.
I mean, I know now, but at first, like, I was just like, I don't really care to have this talk.
See, the thing is to me about body count, it's like for some reason men can have freaking 200,
Yeah, I hate
but
that double standard.
yeah,
too.
it's such a double standard. Like men can have literally like 200 bodies, but then a girl says she has like 4, and then she's suddenly like a hoe.
Yeah,
I don't like that at
Yeah.
all. I just think the whole stigma behind body count, it's just really none of your business. The only thing that really matters in a relationship when you like start having sex with someone is STDs. That's the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Someone can have 20 sex partners and have no STDs, and then someone can have one sex partner and have an STD that they can give to you.
Right.
My man won't post me on his social media. Is that a red flag?
It depends. Some people would say yes right away, but you don't know who's following him. Maybe his parents don't want him to have a girlfriend.
True. Let's just skip that one.
Depends how old you.
It's like Mel made a point. Let's skip it.
You're right, Mel.
Oh, I think this one's really important too because before you, this used to be something that would be on my mind. Advice, this is more for the girls. Advice on being intimate for girls who are insecure about their body. That's really.
Alright, I'm sorry. I play too much.
I think you guys can agree. Trust me, if a man loves you, they
It don't
don't
matter.
care. They don't care
And
about
another
stretch
thing
marks.
is that although we can't see you naked, we can see what your body looks like before we get with you. Like girls be
Right.
like we know, we can see you. I can
Like,
see
your
you.
It's like your
just
belly
slipped
doesn't
out.
disappear
Yeah,
like
like
now that you're naked.
You know what I mean? Like I don't care. We don't care.
Let me tell you, girls, men, women, whatever your sexual identity is, they're just happy to be in the game. They're just happy to be
or
there.
just happy to be with you.
Yeah,
Like I don't care. Don't care.
yeah.
Especially because
What do you
men be
think?
having
You
bellies
Do I
talking.
care? No. Like, I mean, obviously, I'm dating a girl. I'm dating you because you
We're together, just kidding.
you fit everything I want.
Yeah.
Like I knew when you was naked, you was gonna be bad.
Better than
I ain't even-
No, but serious. I think that's a huge issue for women nowadays, and trust me, and that's why you shouldn't be doing it when you're young, because those are the little boys are the one who go and tell their friends this, that, and the third about you.
Yeah, and I ended up
A grown
degrading
man
you.
is not gonna do it. Like I
It's
think if
crazy.
Mel went and told like Justice stuff about me, about my body, Justice would be like, "What the fuck, bro? I don't care." Like
Yeah, I
that's
don't even want to know about my
Exactly.
friends' girls' bodies. I don't wanna
yeah,
know what
that's
it's
just
like.
little kid shit. That's why you shouldn't be doing it in high school. Just saying. Do you guys ever get jealous? I know y'all trust each other, but surely it happens. Be honest.
I'm gonna say no.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't get jealous. I think my biggest thing is like I know my girl's bad, so I'm gonna make sure like I have confidence in myself. I
Right.
think jealousy comes from like lack of confidence. Most
For
of the
sure.
time. Like I don't get jealous. I'm just like, yeah, look, she bad, but she with me, and I'm gonna grab her ass too.
That's
Like,
kinda
I
how
need
Mel
to
is,
break
too.
people.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever really been jealous.
I can.
The only time
honestly say-
only time I would ever get jealous is like maybe if like she come out, like she going to an event, she's like no +1, meaning I can't go, and then she looking good as fuck. I'm like, yo, you can't be leaving the house looking this good and telling me I can't go.
Shut up.
Like I'm never like, you look too good. Somebody gonna talk to you.
Or
You
Mel's
know what
never
I mean?
told me to
Like,
go change. Or
Yeah, like none of
literally, I
that.
could walk outside with my titties out and Mel won't say anything to me.
I'm like,
Yeah, he's
you
the same
gonna
way.
wear that?
Yeah.
I'm-
Mel will
I'm-
criticize
alright.
my outfit fashion wise, not.
Yeah, see, I'm the
showing
same way.
Yeah.
I'll be like, babe, you can't wear that with that. Like,
Yeah, like
Right.
you won't tell me this is
I'm
too
like, put the
revealing.
booty shorts on with a different shirt, and then you good.
man.
Go ahead.
But I can honestly say, like, from the bottom of my heart, I have never once been jealous. Because literally when girls flirt with Mel, I'm flattered. I'm dead ass flattered. I'm like, they want my man? Like, Mel got game?
And we
Like, yeah.
and we like petty. Like we'll come tell each other. Like yesterday, there was these girls trying to
Check
look
him
at me,
out at
like
the
check him out at the
gym.
gym, and I came home like, babe, your boy still got it.
I was like, look at you,
I said these girls
babe.
is looking at me all up and down and everything. So we like tell each other. It's just funny.
Yeah. So that's it for this little Q&A. We hope you guys enjoyed. But I'm going to keep vlogging the rest of the day. But make sure you guys subscribe to their channel. I'll put a link to the video where they pranked my ass
We got her ass.
down below.
She was trying to make me feel like she was nurturing me. She was trying to make me feel better, you know,
Such a
because he was
mom.
being such an asshole.
I
to me.
was shocked. I'm not kidding, guys. I was looking at Justin in such a different way. I was like, he's way different than I thought he was. So I was just thinking if
He's
this
a
was me and
kid.
Mel. So I was just thinking if this was me and Mel was treating me like that in front of like a
It's
guest.
embarrassing.
I was having
Embarrassing.
secondhand
Yeah,
embarrassment.
because it started in our
was
group
like-
message before. So
I didn't pick up
so
on
when
it.
she texted me and said they were still arguing, I'm like, how did it carry on? Like from
It's
the
been
group
hours.
message, they drove all the way to our house and then got to our house and still argued. I'm like,
Guys, I don't know if you
the
saw
fuck
when
is
we
wrong
opened the
with
door,
them?
I was yelling at her. Did you notice?
Did you hear? We were arguing at the door, so that way,
Guys,
like,
I swear I don't know
Nas
anything.
is so oblivious. So they got so lucky I wasn't there because I would have been like, y'all are acting weird. Like y'all don't never argue in front of us, and
Yeah.
now y'all are going OD. I would have been like, y'all being weird.
Hey, but thank you so much for having us. We really appreciate it.
it was fun.
This is the first collab of many. We're gonna be hanging
Yes.
out way more, so you
and
guys
don't
stay
worry,
tuned.
we're gonna
Make
be
sure
Funny
you guys
videos all
make
day.
sure you guys check out their channel. They got some real hilarious
Yeah,
videos on their
hey,
channel.
tap in, you guys. Tap
And
in.
subscribe.
And they're a
Don't
super
just
cute
watch
couple.
videos.
Thank you.
Subscribe.
You guys are amazing too. So
Yeah. Don't just watch the prank either. Watch more.
Yes, watch
We
more.
have
subscribe.
like over 100 videos.
And if you're new from Justus and Kayla's channel, what's good?
What's
Hello.
good?
Love if you hit that subscribe button down below.
Yeah, go ahead and show them love. They're part of the nation. too.
Yeah.
But yeah, they need to go use the bathroom, so we're gonna drive back to Chick-Fil-A
Yeah.
because they don't want to go to this
No,
wiener
no,
schnitzel
it's our
bathroom.
fans after you just clean.
I gotta go again too.
There, guys, the whole time we've been talking, they just had their shakes right here. I'm like, y'all shakes are dumb.
I'm gonna be like, hey, can you blend in more ice?
I'm like, can I have no whipped cream?
oh, did you ask for no whipped
I'm
cream?
about to ask.
It's happening. When was the last? Hold on. When was the last time I was on one of your vlogs?
10 years.
You gotta cut to it, so you gotta go find it now.
You're trying to make so much work for me, but I swear I haven't seen you since Mel's birthday.
I have missed you
November.
so much.
I missed you too.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having us.
I'm in for 24 hours in LA,
That's
and
so crazy.
it's happening.
Yes, we have.
Listen, Mel is getting so buff. Can we
He
talk
is.
about this?
Ooh, we can
I gotta-
talk about
I have
it.
to catch
we
up to
can
him.
talk about it.
Have you noticed any difference in his physique?
He's been really strong. No, when Mel works out like a lot, he's in a better mood too.
So,
He's one of those people.
so everybody thinks that like your marriage. I shouldn't say everybody. Some people think that your marriage was like for YouTube prank stuff. This is real.
It's real as fuck. Yeah.
Listen, I saw your video. I saw your Instagram post. You texted me about it. And I saw the wedding certificate and I still am like, this is not happening.
How?
I feel like I'm dreaming.
Why?
Is it real?
Yes.
It's real for you. I feel like I'm in a dream right now. This doesn't feel real for me. It's just like I'm gonna wake
Want
up.
to know something else?
Yes.
I'm pregnant.
See, now you saw that in the
Yes.
video. Listen guys, she can't play with my heart like this, alright?
I'm joking. No.
I know you're joking.
But
But when you say you're finally pregnant, I'm not gonna believe it. It's gonna be a dream. It's not gonna be real to me.
I think, are you next in the marriage game?
I mean, they're shipping me and your sister. I don't know if she's into black guys.
I think that's the move.
Listen,
Yasmin.
this is me publicly professing my love for Yaz. Let's just get married.